welcome back to Fear and Hunger. I'm a little bit fucking furious. So, I lost 40 minutes more footage. Being I'm beginning this episode here, you guys can see I got progress. So basically, technically fucking speaking, after part 17, I did everything that I said I was going to do, aka I defeated Skin Granny, I didn't lose Darce, and I got this bed to save in. I didn't do anything else. However, because of NVIDIA and the piece of shit that it had to be with DxTory, so I'm not sure who I'd blame more. DxTory being an anal program that tries to prioritize what it thinks you want to record. It was trying to record an NVIDIA overlay HUD app. Like whenever you start a game, it has NVIDIA on the top right. It says, hey, NVIDIA. For anyone that has NVIDIA graphics cards, you might know what I'm talking about. It pops up on the top right saying, hey, NVIDIA, you can record this game footage, and then goes away. DxTory was recording that invisible HUD overlay that doesn't otherwise exist, and it doesn't record anything. Upon figuring that out, I had to put it in the ignore list. So I'm going to wrap the fuck up what I lost. 3 genuine reactions. And it really pisses me off. One was a joke. The joke is dead because I can't show it. It was genuine before. The gist is I raped Crowmuller's body and made the demon kid with Crowmuller's body. It turned to mush. And I said, ha ha ha, revenge. I fucked Crowmuller in the ass. That's ruined. It's ruined. Second, I accidentally called Kid Demon Z. Because hitting Z is the action button, but also types Z when you're spelling their fucking name. Something I did a lot during the demo of, you know, the character name would be Mercenary Z. You know, okay, that's done. Second, I also was explaining how I made a really cool group and I was happy about it. And Moonless is also bleeding, not out of the ass at the very least. So here's the thing of what I did that makes it an awesome group. I gave Kid Demons loving whispers, because apparently I had a scroll that gives loving whispers. So now he's the healer of the group, which makes everything awesome. Moonless is in permanent berserk attack phase, Darce is the melee person, and I'm the mage. The Kid Demon is a cleric, basically. He's perfect. We have a perfect team composition. Last thing was, further down the game I figured and found out that where the shadow people are going is a weird moment, and I'll have to show it because I'll show it and then have to reload this fucking save file, but it's just, it won't be genuine reactions. And then we go to the Grand Library, and then I guess we go down to the last location I can think of, which is the Tower of Torment or something like that. So I'm gonna go to where the location is. And I think we're gonna be recording this. And everything should be recording perfectly fine these days since I put the NVIDIA overlay in the ignore list. Oh, that's so infuriating. That's like 2 hours of lost footage and genuine reactions. And when you're a YouTuber, trust me, losing tons of footage can make or break a game because you don't want to redo everything you did. It's a horrible feeling. It's like if you're playing The Witcher 3 or Skyrim and you lose 2 to 5 or more hours of gameplay, and you're just like, I'm not redoing all those quests. I'm not leveling up my fisting from 0 to fucking 30 or something like that. You know, you don't want to do it again. Like, only the most passionate of people would want to be so willing to level up and do everything they just did for the hours and hours. But, I don't know, that's enough of me bitching. I'm gonna go to the new interesting location and then move on. Actually, you know what? No, I have something else to say. I had a situation like this before. When I used webcam software, I'm using Logitech's webcam software. Before I was using UCam. UCam has good features, good filters, and as otherwise, it really does a good job in taking advantage of your camera's hardware. But the problem is it's a CPU fucking whore. It hugs the CPU worse than OBS does now. So I didn't like using it too much because it would lag anything I would record. NVIDIA, or DxTory, my recording program, also loved to prioritize UCam and be like, oh, what's that? You want to record that video game? No, you're going to record your own webcam software. So I'd be recording gameplay of my webcam of my face. So the gameplay would be my face, and the webcam footage would be my face. And I'd be given 2 different fucking files of my face talking. That happened in my past, like 1-2 years ago. And that was shit I had to deal with lost footage back then. So it's like history repeating itself, and it really pisses me off. Otherwise, hey, we're here. This room, where all the shadow people are going. It's interesting. Also these people, which I have already talked to, but we're going to do it again for the 3rd time. But because you guys haven't seen it, I'm going to do it for you. Human, it is a rare audience. Who are you? He is the chief. In current times, chief figurines come and go. And he mentions, I am in the city of gods, Maherber. This is where the gods used to reside. They don't reside here anymore. These new gods are sleeping in their beds. You know, the new gods, they have beds. They have beds, apparently. Then I ask, where did they go? I don't know, do you? He answers they're in the beds. I mean, he could have answered, I don't know where they are, but wherever their beds are. And this guy, I'm not even going to talk to him. It's just, he says he wants me to prove I'm a warrior, basically. And this thing is a kid, and he says, I want to grow up and be big and strong like my big brother over there. Literally, that's what he says. Here's the interesting location. You feel surprisingly at peace here. It's interesting, but I don't want to save over the save after using this for good reasons. And at the end of the video of my lost footage, I was going to ask you guys, and for those that are aware of this, I was asking, what should I ask them? And it has to be a very specific, important question. It's not, hey Neco, can you ask if they have penises or something silly? Because this. You're greeted with towering figurines. They are sitting idle next to huge dining tables. You get ominous vibes from them, but at the same time, there's a peaceful and still atmosphere filling the air. And there's like 7 or more new gods, so it's not like simply where you have to imagine or think. The old gods are like 4 or 5 of them. You got the god of the depths, you got Grogoroth, you got Almer, and Sylvian. But the new gods isn't just the 4 adventurers who came to the Fear and Hunger dungeons. There's like a bunch of these people. If they're all new gods, who are they? I'm curious. It's interesting. They say, welcome, you have earned 3 questions. Use them wisely. Ask anything you want to. What subject do you want to know more about? And it lets me type in the question. Last time I didn't know what to think about. I typed in God of the Depths. They didn't know what the fuck I was referring to. I couldn't get answers. So I'm gonna say new gods. I don't know how to ask them, or if there's going to be a paper somewhere asking, oh yeah, you can ask the new gods these questions. New gods. We do not understand the question. What subject? They're specifically saying what subject. Old gods. It's a fucking subject of tell me things about old gods. Like, Jesus Christ. See, I don't know what the fuck they want. What do you want to know about? Okay, well, since I don't understand what the fuck they want me to narrow down, I'm gonna say Sergals. Sergals? We do not understand the question. Goodbye. It's infuriating, but they also give me a book enlightenment, but for obvious reasons, I want to ask them legit questions, but I don't know how the fuck to word it. I don't know how to phrase it. I don't know what subject to talk about. Like, I try to say Lagarde? They didn't understand that. Sergals? No, of course they wouldn't know about Sergals. I don't know what to ask them or how to word it, because you have to be specific. Just like when you're trying to teach yourself the new techniques, and it's, oh Lord, enter, teach, enter, hurting. You cannot have typos. You cannot misspell anything. So you have to be anally specific. But there's a huge potential here of, I want to know what the fuck to ask them. How many questions can you ask? Because I want to learn. You're starting to feel hungry, are you? I want to know every single question I can ask them, so I can provide it within my Let's Play, within my playthrough, so others who aren't playing the game can learn, intrigue, the lore of what these new gods sitting at the dining table can say. There could be 3 questions, there could be 6 questions, there could be 9 questions. However many questions they have built into the coding, I'm curious and want to know. So for any of you who can help me out, please let me know what I can ask them. Because otherwise I'm going to keep the save here so I can ask them as many questions as possible. With that said and done, I'm going to reload the save and then go to the Grand Library. Oh, wait, what? Bug-eyed figurine human, I am what they call a wizard, but I do not wear a pointy hat. Good luck with that. How are you a wizard then? I sell magical artifacts even if they are precious to me. You have 90 silver coins, would you like... Huh. Curious, I think I already have a sorcerer's stone, but that's a nice amount of money. Weird, I have one, don't I? Yeah. Why the fuck would I want that another one? Elixir. Curious. What are these for? Like just heal potions? Elixir said to restore your sanity mind. The odor gives Eastern impression. Huh. Well, good for you, I guess. I didn't know this room existed. Thorned ring. Alright, secondly, I want to get that chest. So we might as well... let's do this. Coins. Coins. Glass vial. This should be good. Burning hot. I gotta wait a little bit more. Excellent. Alright. Tails. Yeah. What'd I get? Spider shield. That sounds sick. Yes. Yeah. It's not that great. I don't even need it. I have Eagle Crest shields on both. Alright, well, otherwise, I'm going to... I guess explore... Actually, no way, I was going to go to the Grand Library. I can't forget about that. Ancient corridors echo forgotten pain and misery. Nice grass. A little spider! Come on, big boy. I don't know if I could try talking to it, though. I mean, all it can do is probably bite and poison, like Whoopie-Doo. Let's see what happens. Like, coin flip. It kills you. No, oh, come on. Moonless, you don't eat the spider! I wanted to ask you questions. I could just imagine. Maybe it could be something else people can fucking draw as art. It's like, hey spider, I want to ask you... Gets interrupted, Moonless just fucking bites and eats the spider in one single bite. Just, Moonless. I want to blow it up. Do I not have nitroglycerin? I need black vial. Might be able to blow it up. Maybe, maybe not. A statue of an eerie being. You're not sure if it is human or not. You hear a slight hum as you look into the depths of its eyes. Otherwise, hey, welcome to the fucking library. New god Valtail, the Enlightened One. Statue of man that features resembling people from Eastern sanctuaries. He has a vile look on his face. We're going into the library. There's a puzzle here that I don't know how to solve, too. There's a lot of books that we can get, so we gotta hope we don't fuck up a lot of them. I want to get most of the books. It's also got menacing music. Also, there's an eyeball on the wall, and I don't know why. I'm frustrated. Is there truly no solution? So frustrated, I think I'll go see my mannequins. It's that wizard, or the scientist who's trying to make a life. Tails! It's gonna be heads, isn't it? Next one, I'll do heads. I probably have that one already. Alright, so the puzzle I had trouble with was over here. The thing was, for instance, let's go back in the past. What I understand is, since this is the past, these statues are frozen in place. But there's also two missing ones. This one's like holding its hip, this one's got its knees up and in sort of a praying, and this one's in a sort of a, I don't know, a hip thrust like look to her. And it opens this door. So I have to figure out what the last two are, but they're not there anymore. So you can, as you can see here, that position's okay. This seems to be a mechanism connected to the mannequins. That one... Yes. And this one was doing that. Or would it be that? No. It's definitely that. This one... So then this one and this one I don't know what its positions are. It could be anything. But I know... Oh. I assure you that wasn't planned, and I actually didn't know that was the answer, but okay. I didn't know these two were duplicates. That's what I was going to think, because I know one of them is in the blood portal room, and it's doing this Kamehameha pose, but I didn't find this one yet, and I didn't know it was just doing a duplicate pose to the one next to it. That was what got me stuck. Oh. You. The darkness increases with every step. You get... Hey, what? Oh. The man just jumped down to the darkness. I don't want to go here yet, damn, man. I want to save before I even go forward in this, because this is, I figured out the puzzle, and we have south, which is the Tower of the Tormented One, which I don't even know if I can enter or not. And then we have now this part of the library, which I was told is progress. So first we're going to loot all the books and hope we can get as many books as possible. I wonder if there's a place for Moonless to pee here, or if it's just I've gotten most of it. Okay, heads. Wow, come on. Natural Doctrine. I'll have to read those later. Studies of Almur. It's gonna be heads, right? Of course. Oh, my luck has been shit. The last time I played this, and it was the bug, and I had a lot of good books. That was a lot of good wins. I get a feeling like I'm gonna be fucked. But that's how the cookie crumbles. Oh Lord, give Soulstone. Studies of Almur. Random books. Tobacco. I'm sure a lot of people like to smoke tobacco. Blood and flower magic. Okay. You still got that at least. Tails! It's gonna be heads again. Oh, I hope you guys can feel the pain through the webcam. Fellowship Original, I remember reading that before. Oh, I don't want to lose that many fucking books. I don't know if I want to just restart or not, though. Let me think about what it is I lost or what I will lose. Alright, well I checked my recording. I would essentially lose nothing. All I did is get things in urns, and then the spider shield. The spider shield is shit. I don't care about the spider shield. So I'm gonna see what my luck is in these. I refuse. This cannot be the limits of my mind. I refuse. Sounds like what the Dark Priest said. And then we're gonna see if I get anything and read anything. Tails. Book of Forgotten Memories. But I already learned everything in the book, so that one's useless as well. Okay, so let's read at least the things I got that are brand new, just in case when I reload the save and try my luck again to get more books, they are different. They're not all the same. So let's read. Let's enjoy some reading. Oh wait, Alchemy Volume 2. I didn't have that. Corrosive. Actually, no. I should have had this. I swear I had this. Studies of Almer. I already had. Telepocket, I'm curious about this one. I reminisce my time at the Eastern Sanctuaries with my late master Nazra. Or Nazra? Let's say Nazra the Great. You see, I was given honor of being an apprentice to the Great Wizard. My time with him was brief, and I only managed to scratch the surface of the immense knowledge he possessed. In this book, I will list out the secrets and spells he spoke of, on how to acquire the knowledge behind these blood magics and flower magics. You have to seek that information elsewhere. These would be his words. I know of the first secret of Grogroth. If I see, hanging from a tree, a dead man's corpse, I wish upon his soul and bind it back to their umbilical cord, and then that corpse will walk and speak with me. I know of the first secret of Sylvian. If I sprinkle my seed... Sprinkle. Inside the womb of a freshly deceased, the life that is left lingering in that corpse will sprout a son in my name, a son that will a life of violence. So that's demon seed. Sylvian is demon seed. I know the second secret of Grogroth. The minuscule world I have always felt curiosity for becomes the understandable to me. I am finally able to converse with the insects around me and have them reveal their deepest secrets. I know of the second secret of Sylvian. I no longer have to fear for separation from my loved ones, for we can forever join in the marriage of flesh, an act of the love that creates beautiful unison for two souls. I know of the third secret of Grogroth. For all the wrong that they have done to me, I can merely point my finger and leash out the violence at them and their desperate cry of remorse. I know of the third secret of Sylvian. As human beings are simple creatures guided by their feelings and lust, I can easily control their affections in a most primal of ways. Interesting. That doesn't teach me anything, I don't think. No, not really. Oh yeah, also, I have greater hurting, and I use that in a lot of enemies if I didn't show it already. And yes, I know my people are starving, don't care, I'm reading books. Oh, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, I don't think I had the original. When I first went through the Grand Library and lost that footage, I only had the second one. And the non-originals. Because we have the Fellowship right here. The Fellowship Chapter 1, the non-original. So we get to actually compare and contrast. Otherwise, Book of Forgotten Memories, I think it just disappears. You remember. Wait, I got blood. I didn't have blood sacrifice? Weird. Okay. Well, the only thing then is the Doctrine. Natural Doctrine, I don't have Natural Doctrine 1, but they tie together... the book is written by the new god Veltael. But otherwise, we're going to read, I guess, the original and then see the comparison, and then I think that'll be it for the episode. Next one, I'll re-go through the Grand Library and then go to the Tormented One's tower, and then finish going through the library, because I'm not sure where the end of the game is, if it's in the library, or if it's in the Tormented One's tower. Like, which is the final destination? Which should I go to first? I'm going to go to the Tormented Ones first, and then finish the library of this secret door. I should remember the combination, it's just the duplicate of the one on the right, so I shouldn't forget. So yeah, as I was saying, Wait, where is it? The Fellowship is right here now. The Fellowship. Following pages took place 809 years. The Fellowship consisted of 5 people. Nilvan Veltail is the enlightened one. Francois is the dominating one. Nilvan is the endless one. Canberra, the tormented one. And then there's a 5th one, he who never aspired for the same greatness as the rest of the party, whose story bears no listeners. He's the forgotten one. We know the rest of it, though. But why is this a different or edited version? It maybe speaks of the forgotten one in more information, so we'd be able to learn more about him. Demands rights for self, because old gods are lazy, freedom seen. Okay, so, yeah, that's what I remember at least. Fellowship original. Let's learn. Tell the events after the birth of our Christ, the Ascended One. Wait, was that in the original one? The Fellowship consisted of 5 people. She, who never aspired for the same greatness as the rest of the party. She and he? Or is that a typo? Formed to seek the older gods, without aid in times of great peril. The great kingdoms were slowly rotting away in the grand values mankind once aimed for, displaced by defiled principles and practices. Back then, there existed an ancient tome to the ancient city of Mahabur that worked as a hub for multiple different planes of existence, a place where a man could meet his maker. Those who would set their foot inside would end up in a forever-going turmoil of godly dimensions and planes of afterlife. It is here that the Fellowship would demand the rights of self-governing for mankind, freedom to choose our own destiny and build the future we deserve. So just the difference was from he to she and birth of Christ. Let me double check to see the birth of Christ was in the original. No, that was there. He. Literally the only difference is he was she? So the forgotten one is instead a woman? That's the edited version? They just changed gender? Unless it's a typo. Otherwise I don't see the fucking difference. Or maybe there isn't meant to be a difference. And it's just this one is just... I don't even know. Maybe if someone will tell me what the fuck's different and why. Anyways, Chapter 2. The Fellowship found their way to the ancient tomes that would lead them to their confrontation with the older gods. The Fellowship persisted through the numerous hazards and dangers. Eventually all 5 of them would reach the golden gates of Mahabur, the very same gates Al-Mur ascended from 800 years prior. It seemed like the Fellowship had bested all the challenges the gods laid for them, but at the most crucial moment, a seed of doubt was planted in the mind of the 5th one. I'm not sure if I read this to myself in the lost footage, or if I already read this. I'm going to read it assuming it's part of the lost footage, though. The Forgotten One was a scholar of many arts and sciences, and as such, believed what was laid before our eyes. The older gods would use this to their advantage and create a grand lie. Oh, everyone's ill from hunger now. A lie about the greater scheme of things. The grand lie told of the way the older gods directed the flow of mankind, that many had gone before the same trials as the Fellowship, yet nothing had changed for the better for men as eons went by. So it's creating doubt and destroying the gold gods are fooling them with deception, apparently. The suspicion created a drift between the Fellowship and the end. The 4 other members proceeded with the initial mission, trusting fate and glory that was just inches away from them, while the 5th one is the Forgotten One. The Fellowship tore down the legacy of the old gods and created a new world order, an age where mankind decided their own fate, and an age of growth and prosperity. The Fellowship became the new gods we know and love today. The Forgotten One was never again seen or heard. The 5th one simply disappeared in the dusts of time. Which is why I was hoping that the first chapter would explain more. It's just like one book is, say, the truer version, while the one I originally had is like, say, one with edited footage. But I have no idea. Nonetheless, I'm going to end it here because I have 2 directions I need to go. But the primary thing is, yeah, getting better luck with fucking the books instead of getting 5 losses in a row or whatever it was. For those that are more aware of the game, of what questions I can ask the new gods, tell me what I can ask them and how many questions I can ask them, or what are the known questions that you know you can ask them. Let me know. Outside of that, I hope you enjoyed this game and this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button, become a subscriber, hit that bell notification down below for updates on my videos. Thank you for watching, and until the next time.